G'day everyone, we're getting ready for another big edition of EFL TV. Lauren Wood to join us, Phil Merton as well, but we're going to dedicate a lot to the footy today with Benny Waterworth from the media team. Let's get to it. And for an update of all that's happening in the world of the EFL, we catch up, as we always do, with the EFL's media manager, Lauren Wood. G'day, Loz.
Thanks for having me again, Half.
Big week this week. Grand final week this week in Divi 3.
It is the first one, well, for me personally, my first EFL grand final experience, so certainly looking forward to it.
You excited?
I am really excited, especially to see some Saints out there. You know I'm a Saints girl at heart, so we'll be out there down at Mitcham on Saturday, so make sure you tune in to 98.1 from 1 o'clock onwards to catch all the action of North Ringwood versus Doncaster, all the around-the-ground scores, all the usual stuff.
It's going to be a great game. Two great men in charge there. We'll talk more about that with Benny Waterworth a little bit later on. Now, the Division 3 Team of the Year must be announced soon then.
It is. It was actually
the
announced...
SEN Team of the Year.
That's right. Got to get that in.
Thank you.
It was actually announced on the Huddle on Wednesday evening. So you can catch the full 30-man squad on the EFL website. So the final team won't be announced until Chandler Medal Night on Friday, October the 7th. But what you can do is pick your own team from the 30-man squad. So if you email your team to competitions@efl.org.au, we all know that email address off by heart by now, surely.
We do.
Of the team in their positions with a bench of 4, you can go into the running to win a season pass for next year, a football and a Masashi drinks pack if you get to the closest to the final team that's selected. So
Fantastic.
We all know all the coaches from Division 3 have submitted their teams based on the teams that they've come up against throughout the year. There'll also be a captain and a coach selected.
Great. All right. Well, so you can do that on the website, competitions@efl.org.au for your team and the EFL Team of the Year in Division 3. Now, you mentioned 98.1, the broadcast on Saturday. Is there one on Sunday as well? We're back to back?
There is. Yeah, we're back to back again. So we're out to watch your boys on Sunday at Ringwood take on Blackburn.
Good.
So
Big
make
game.
sure you tune in from 2 o'clock on Sunday, though. So 1 o'clock Saturday. 2 o'clock on Sunday.
No
also,
preview.
EFL Sunday could be a little bit of a preview show this week from 10 till
okay.
12. So, big day of footy on Sunday, of course, again. So, make sure you tune in.
And no code word this week, you're telling me. What's the idea? What's going on, Lauren?
Well, we do have a winner.
I love
Joe
the code word.
Krawzik's picked up a season pass that'll get into the
Salute.
finals. That's it. Yeah, you can do it again. Why not? So we're changing it up a little bit this week. So we've got one more season pass to give away. So that'll get you into 3 grand finals for next week. So Divi 2, 4, and then the big one on September 17.
Yep.
So if you can just tell us in 25 words or less what's your favourite thing about finals footy, again, to competitions@efl.org.au, we'll pick a winner for next week.
It's going to be hard to keep it to 25 words, but I'm sure everyone out there in EFL land will do their best. Thank you, Lauren.
No worries. Thanks
See
for
you
having
next
me
week
again. See
on
you.
EFL TV. Lauren Wood, the EFL's media manager. Time to check in with the EFL's footy ops manager, Phil Merton. G'day, Mertz.
G'day, Half. Good to see you again.
Nice to be seen, always. Now, finals are always a busy time. How are we travelling at the moment at the EFL?
Yeah, look, we've been really pleased with how the finals have been progressing so far. Obviously, the weather's been kind to us. So after we had some pretty average weather through most of the final series last year. So at the moment, our crowds are up about 14% on last year at the same time. And compared to the year before that, where the weather was okay, we're up about 12% on that. So, look, the interest in local footy has never been better, and we've got a lot of people coming out watching games, which has been fantastic. So, and also the behaviour of spectators at games has been really good as well. So, we think we've got a really good environment for people to come and watch footy.
I was going to ask you about that, the behaviour. It's been all right. We had a few issues throughout the year, but everything's been kosher?
Yeah, no, it has been good. Look, we think we've got a good security and police presence at games, but also think that everyone involved with EFL footy wants to come along and watch a good game of footy and have a good time at the footy, but don't want anyone to be idiots. So, if you want to be an idiot or do something stupid, stay home, and if you want to come and have a good day at the footy, come and do that. So
it's the best place to do that. Come and have a great day at the footy. Now, on field, how are we travelling? Cards and the things like that? Reports from the finals? Have been many of those in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, look, we don't have as many cards get issued or players get reported during the finals. I think everyone's on their best behaviour, so they don't hopefully try and miss any games. But we do have the odd report or yellow card, and the clubs.
High-profile one this week with Troy Simmons from Montrose, playing coach, got suspended for 2 weeks, I believe. Did he leave a coach?
Yeah,
What's
so
the deal
the
there?
decision, he was found guilty at the tribunal and received a 2-match suspension. And the tribunal deemed that because the offence was occurred while there was a player and not specifically as a coach, that they've permitted within their ruling of his suspension that he can continue to coach. So it seems like a pretty common sense approach from our perspective, and it's something that probably we'll look at to make part of the rules as we go forward.
Are there any playing coaches still in action at the moment?
I think he's Bernie. No, they've finished. Bernie's finished as well.
The Divi 3 boys might be this week.
Yeah, so those guys, but this is their last game, so hopefully, Bestie and Morley are on their best behaviour.
Yes, they should be. Any other issues we should know about?
Now, look, as I said before, we think the interest in local footy has never been better. I think the fact that most of the games are genuine 50-50, so there's the real each time you go to a game, you're not too sure who's going to win, is bringing people through the gates. So, enjoy your finals footy and a few more weeks to go, and hopefully the weather stays good.
That's good for Footy Mertz. Great to catch up, mate. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Harf.
Phil Merton, the Footy Ops Manager for the EFL. Alrighty, time to talk tactics. Well, not really, but footy anyway with the EFL's media superstar from Radio Eastern, part of the team there, Benny Waterworth, SEN's own Benny Waterworth. Welcome back, mate.
Oh, good to be back, Harf. This final series has been fantastic so far, but it's gone so quickly, almost, I suppose you could say, quicker than a Holden Commodore down Lonsdale Street on a Saturday night, but certainly looking forward to this weekend.
I don't know what that means, so I'm not even going to ask. Divi 3, let's go there first. We normally start with Divi 1. Divi 3 grand final week. North Ringwood taking on Doncaster. The two best teams. It's a good result for footy.
Yeah, a bit of justice you would think for these two teams to play off in the Division 3 grand final for this season. North Ringwood sent a bit of a scare through the EFL community last weekend, half when they were down by just under 2 goals at half-time, but something clicked at half-time. Would love to know what Brett Moyle said, because they came out and kicked 8 goals to 1 against Baronia last weekend, cemented their spot in the grand final, and I think they just found out then that they belong in Division 2 next season. They should win this grand final. They've been the best team all year. Nothing against Doncaster. They were great a couple of weeks ago against North Ringwood, but I just get the feeling North Ringwood, this is their time. In the words of Anthony Warlow, this is the moment for North Ringwood, and they will take it.
Been rehearsing this all week long. If I was Doncaster, if I was Adam Bester, what do I need to do, or what do my boys need to do to win this game? If you say North Ringwood are going to win, how do Doncaster win?
They need to stop Wolsey up forward. He was in good form last weekend. He's kicked 5 goals as well, and Adam Bester, probably the playing coach, probably needs to lift a little bit as well. They've got Chris Anarkis up forward. They need to isolate him as well. He's almost a lock for the SN Division 3 team of the year, so they need to isolate Anarkis, and Bester needs to lift as well, and they need to stop Walls.
Okay, that's at Walker Park, the MCG of the EFL on Saturday, Divi 3 grand final.
And I understand Graham McCallum it's in pristine condition, Walker Park.
Except for that bit that's been roped off, but we'll talk about that another day. Good luck to both teams in the grand final. Let's go to Divi 1, semi-final weekend. The second semi is on Saturday at Bayswater between two outstanding teams, Noble Park and Scoresby. What do you make of this one?
You know what, Huff? This is turning into a bit of a Lamborghini versus Ferrari style rivalry, this one. Two real big boys of the Eastern Football League, and they played in the corresponding semi-final last year, Huff, and of course Noble Park won that game, and they went on to win the flag the next couple of weeks later. Not sure if it's going to be that easy this time round. Scoresby very good in the second half against Blackburn last weekend. Some of their big shots in Mack, Marcius, Krausick, those kind of guys really lifted in the second half. However,
the big fella, Big Van Reenem.
And Van Reenem was probably the best on ground. I missed him. He was very good last weekend. I just get the feeling, though, that Noble Park would have used the weekend off really well. They would have had coaches, players out watching Scoresby and Blackburn and really getting a feeling of how they go about their business. Noble Park is set for this one. I think they'll get the chocolates here. Okay,
Noble Park to defeat Scoresby in the second semi to go straight into the grand final. The loser will play the winner of the first semi on Sunday at Jubilee Park. The Mighty Ballin Tigers taking on Blackburn.
Basically, could be your best win for the season, the MBTs last weekend, by out-noxing Knox, you could say. Restricting the Falcons to 3 goals for the entire game, restricting them to 1 goal for the first half. Really good win by all boys from all reports. I just get the feeling, though, Blackburn, they've won the 2 games between Blackburn and Balwyn. They've won them 65 and 71 points on both occasions. I know finals is a different ball game, Huff, and I know you're out at Jubilee Park where you play your best footy on the bigger grounds, but those results, those margins are very, very hard to ignore. It won't be that big, and I'm nervy about what I'm about to say, but I think Blackburn will defeat the Tigers on the weekend.
Could be your last version of EFL TV. Good luck with that. But no, it's going to be very, very difficult. They're a seriously good footy team, Blackburn, and as you say, they've pantsed us twice. So who knows what's going to happen there on Sunday. Hopefully it goes the right way for the
It'll be close,
I
get the feeling, though. It'll be very close.
Let's go to Divi 2, preliminary final weekend. Rove will take on the Simmonsless Montrose on the field anyway. We'll be coaching. But at East Burwood Reserve on Saturday, who wins this?
Yeah, big blow for Montrose losing Simmons because he's a crucial part of their forward structure. It'll be interesting to see how Rove will come out and play because they had a really gruelling encounter against the Liddell last weekend. Billy Schilling was very good for Montrose, though, last weekend. He kicked 5 goals. You could almost say he was in that good form that he was shilling peas himself, not shelling peas, shilling peas. He's in fantastic touch at the moment. I like Roeville's chances here, though. Without Montrose, without Simmons up forward for Montrose, I really do get the feeling that Roeville, they're set for this one. They know that they've probably been the more consistent side. They're a more trustworthy side than Montrose. I think Roeville for mine.
Okay, Roeville in that game. And Divi 4 prelim final, Ferntree Gully taking on Heathmont at Tormore Reserve. Where is Tormore Reserve, by the way? It's on Sunday. Baronia. Haven't been there. On Sunday, that game is.
Yes.
Looks like a beauty.
It is. I went out and saw Heathmont last weekend half, and Darren Sheen, he had 5 goals at three-quarter time, and the Jets are up by 9 points at three-quarter time as well. But he came out and kicked 5 goals in the final term to single-handedly win the game for Heathmont. He was in menacing form.
Did they call him Mr. Sheen?
Mr. Sheen, on a polished performance. That's my next line half. Very, very well read there by your good self. Ferntree Gully, though, the key for them in this game is Ryan Pearce. He's a zippy small forward who's in excellent form at the moment. I just get the feeling that he could really be the difference between the two sides. Savoury and Odomat, though, they were very quiet when these two teams met a couple of weeks ago. I think they'll lift for Heathmont here. Darren Sheen and Mickey Aitken up forward to kick 4 goals last weekend might be the difference as well. And Ferntree Gully, I think, might miss out in Division 3 for the second year in a row.
Let's hope it's not Pierce off for the Eagles early in the game there.
That's as bad as my stuff.
I thought I'd just get involved. Good luck to all the teams. Remember, if you want a chance to win the pass to the 3 remaining grand finals after this week, you have to email competitions@efl.org.au. 25 words or less what finals footy means to you. You can do that. It's pretty straightforward. Have a go and win a couple of tickets to some grand finals in the coming weeks. Thank you, Benny.
Thank you, Half.
Have a great weekend. 98.1 Radio Eastern is the place to check into. 1 o'clock Saturday, 2 o'clock on Sunday. Of course, around the grounds scores coming through those broadcasts as well. Have a great weekend. A finals footy in the AFL. We'll see you next week.